Alright, so this was asked by a friend of mine to make a little tutorial on how to do the orbiting particle system that I did yesterday, I think. It's fairly basic. Make a new particle system, give it a silly name, and then in here I'll just do this with the base materials that were provided by Unreal Engine, Gradient, actually Flare. I like Flare. Add in a new module, Orbit. It's a nice little orbit like that. I don't know what it does, but I add a link. I'm hoping to just read the documentation later on and find out. Give us some values. So it's already doing something we wanted to do. Expand the spawn, so you can just increase that to a larger number of particles actually being spawned. 20 isn't a lot when the scale of it is this large. When we put it to 300, it very changes. Just not going to curve editor. Expand all and cover over life. Actually, delete color over life. And go into color, initial color. Expand. Give this green 10, 20, 15. Yes. You can just delete this and place this down. That's not where we want it. And then if you go into the orbit and you go into rotation rate and just put these to 0, it pretty much stops rotating entirely, which is sort of what we want. But then you just change the value slightly. 0.1 is nice. And then right click on the emitter, duplicate and share. But we want to control click orbit and make a new orbit. This way we can have everything shared except for the orbit module. So we can change this to say 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. And we just have something nice like this in the center. Change this spawn, just control click that again, just so they're not shared anymore. Maybe 500. I think we should be able to change the velocity. So it's, if we change it to 0, yeah, it pretty much no longer goes up. So if we have that at like 300, it does silly things like this. So just put out like 50. Is a nice way to give this special sort of effect. Yeah, we just have light. From there on, I mean, you just play around with the little values. Duplicate again if you need to. It's going to be this one. Go into orbit. 150. Needed to change the color. Do that as well. And you have this. Have fun.